Welcome everyone again. My name is Sherry Cressy and I'm the operations manager with All Aboard Travel. And I want to welcome all of you to this edition of our Holland America presentation. This is All Aboard Travel's first time bringing our Cruise and Travel Expo into your homes so that you can enjoy it at your leisure. Now, during this presentation, should you have any questions, I want you to feel free to go ahead and take advantage of the Q&A box and type in the questions that you may have. And we'll do our very best to be able to answer any questions during this live presentation. Any others that we can't get to or time doesn't permit for, we'll be sure to get back to you, or you're always welcome to give us a call at All Aboard Travel. We can be reached at 1-800-741-1770. Now, I want to go over a few things. For those of you who are familiar with us, you know to look forward to our expo each and every single year. And that's because this is the best time to snag up all of those wonderful perks and layer them together to make the best value for your future vacation. So for this year, very proud to be able to offer, if you book by February 8th, 2021, up to a $500 onboard credit per stateroom for a sailing, or if you choose any of our other offerings, such as an all-inclusive resort or a tour vacation, you can receive up to a $500 discount on that. So don't hesitate to reach out to one of our certified travel advisors, and they'll be happy to explain all those details. I have even better news. Now, just for this year, and since we're doing this virtually, during the month of January, we are going to be hosting a great deal of presentations from our product partners, our vendors, the people that we work with that bring you the best opportunities to vacation. For every single presentation that you register and attend, you're going to earn an entry into a drawing to win a $1,000 All Aboard Travel gift certificate. And we're going to be very happy to give that away to one of our lucky attendees this year. And last but not least, I want to remind you all that we love groups. As a matter of fact, it's one of the niche products that we offer here at All Aboard Travel. We are experts in not only handling groups, but also hosting group events. And we know that 2020 has been a rough year for all. We have not been able to gather our friends and family members like we would have wanted to. And looking forward into the end of 2021 and into 2022, we really want to bring that feeling of togetherness out there for you so that you can gather again with your friends and family. So don't hesitate to give us a call. Also, keep in mind, we are at All Aboard Travel, a travel leaders vacation center. You are in excellent hands. We have been in business for over 32 years, and we are happy to support our community. But because we are a travel leaders vacation center, just know you've got that huge global empire backing you 100% all the way from the time you leave until the time you return home. So without further ado, I am so happy to be able to bring to you one of our most highly requested cruise vendors out there. And yes, I am talking about Holland America Cruise Line. So Ashley, thank you so much for joining. You are more than welcome to go ahead and take control and begin your presentation.
All right, awesome. So let me see here. Share my screen. Do this one. Here we go. And we'll start this from the beginning. So Sherry, you couldn't have set this up any better than you did. So I appreciate that. And I think you're going to hear a lot of the same themes of what I wanted to share with you all today that Sherry mentioned. So this is so perfect. And I'm really excited. This is my first consumer presentation of the year, and it is the thing that I love most is talking about travel, and that's why you all are here. And so I'm excited that we get a chance to connect and just talk about travel again, which is what we all love to do. And as I was preparing for this presentation, I was thinking back to some of the trips that I've been able to take. And some of the experiences that, quite frankly, I took for granted. I thought about actually my very first trip to Alaska, and I invited my dad to come with me because I knew how much he would absolutely love Alaska. He's into the outdoors, and just being able to see his face as he went through a destination that I just knew he would love, and just seeing his enjoyment made my enjoyment of the trip so much more. And one of the things that I remember most about this trip was sitting on our veranda the day we went into Glacier Bay and just spending hours. The ship spun around as we got to see different aspects of Glacier Bay. And most importantly, the sounds. I was bundled up in a blanket because I live in Orlando, and being in Alaska, it was very cold, but hearing the sounds of the little chunks of ice that had broken off and were releasing the gases, it sounded like an Alka-Seltzer, and they were kind of sailing past the ship, or hearing the crack of the glacier itself, it sounded like gunfire, or even being lucky enough to see the glacier calving. It was just such a remarkable experience. And to be able to share that with my dad and have that moment made it even more memorable. I also thought about Europe because I absolutely love Europe. It's one of my favorite places on the planet to travel to. And I remember sitting on another balcony. This time it was my parents' balcony, as my entire family had gone on a Mediterranean cruise. And we had this awesome overnight stay in Istanbul. And on the very last day, as we're sailing out, my mom and a few of my sisters and I were sitting out on the balcony. Hagia Sophia looked very much like it does now. It was kind of pink with the sunset. And as we were sailing through the Bosphorus and getting back into the Mediterranean, all of a sudden across the entire city, we heard the call to prayer at the same time. And it was remarkable. I mean, it was so unexpected, and it was just a moment that we literally could not have anywhere else in the world at any other time than if we had all been there at the same time together. And so it's just something we always remember, and it made our European vacation even more memorable. I love immersing myself in the destination. And I know many of you, when you travel, you enjoy that as well. And being able to learn something new or experience some new part of culture, a culture that's maybe not familiar to us, is part of the joy of travel. Whether it's learning how to tie a sari in India or doing a cooking experience somewhere around the world, having that immersion into the cultures that you're visiting is very important when traveling. But most important, the thing I realized is how much I miss my people. Sherry said it so perfectly. We haven't been able to connect in the way we normally do with the people that we love. And whether it's my colleagues from business trips or my friends and family on vacations, I miss my people. And I know you all miss your people as well. And I think about how easy it was for us to just pick a place and plan a trip. So what is it that you miss most about traveling? Holland America Line is a premium vacation experience, and we're dedicated to explorers, foodies, and music lovers. For people who, like yourselves, who want to pursue passions across 7 seas and continents. And we don't have rock climbing walls or go-karts, but what it allows you to do is to have more opportunities to spend quality time with those that you care most about and that you travel with. And you're going to have tons of opportunity to do that with Holland America Line on our perfectly sized, refreshingly uncrowded ships that give you access to once-in-a-lifetime experiences around the world. So you might ask yourself, what is a modern explorer, and am I a modern explorer? Well, travel for me is an escape, and I know for many of you it is as well. It's an opportunity to gain exposure to the way people live around the world. And I remember visiting Japan years ago, and just the immense opportunity of learning something new about a different culture and visiting the Shinto temples and learning more about the Shinto practices of buying wishes or making wishes and buying fortunes, and going through the temple complex and just understanding the day-to-day culture of the Japanese people. It's so different than what we have here in the United States. And I remember seeing these trees in the courtyard that were so laden with these wishes and hopes that they looked like a cherry blossom tree in bloom. It was unforgettable. I will literally never forget seeing those trees. And I thought that they were, you know, beautiful plants full of flowers, and they turned out to be the wishes and hopes of the local people, which is kind of more beautiful than flowers in a way. The opportunity to travel with Holland America Line, one of the things that you definitely want to take advantage of with your people is visiting Exploration Central. This is going to be the place where you can come and make sure that you're making the most of your vacation time. So the team at Exploration Central will tell you all about the different ports that you're visiting, the different destinations, plus they're going to let you know more about the cultural experiences that you can enjoy on board to help you feel closer to the destinations that you're visiting. One of the biggest challenges of traveling with friends and family is corralling everybody and deciding what you're all going to do. And so Exploration Central is a great place for your crew to come to, and everybody can decide what's most important to them during this vacation. And then you'll have the opportunity to come back at the end of the day and share the stories about what everybody was doing over a delicious dinner. These are the amazing places that Holland America Line is taking you in 2021 and 22. We have Alaska and Europe vacations available for this year and next year. And then we have our Caribbean, Panama Canal, and some awesome Pacific Coast itineraries, along with some of our exotic destinations like the South Pacific, Asia, Hawaii, and Mexico that are available this fall and next spring. Definitely take advantage and take a look at those Pacific Coast voyages too. We have some new itineraries that are taking you from San Diego up to Vancouver and into the wine region of California, which is awesome. I might seem biased, but honestly, the food on Holland America Line is something that I literally still dream about. The thought of the lobster mac and cheese that I had at Pinnacle Grill is something I will not forget, and I cannot wait to get back on board and enjoy all of the dining venues that we have. There are so many unique culinary experiences that are available to enjoy on the ships, but also culinary experiences that you can have with our different excursions in the ports that we visit. Food and travel for me are two things that come together. And I have tried weird things on 6 continents around the world. One of my favorite things, though, is discovering new flavors and new dishes. This is something that normally I probably wouldn't have eaten. It might look disgusting, but it is one of the most delicious dishes I've ever had. It is squid ink pasta with seafood. And being able to try something that is unique to a different area creates a new layer to your vacation experience. And that's one of the things that I love most about Holland being really dedicated for food lovers. Nobody puts entertainment to the forefront like Holland America Line does, though. We have, with our music walk, the opportunity to enjoy musical genres from classical to blues music. And one of the things that I love to do on board is to actually hit the Billboard onboard venue, where we have our dueling piano players. Everybody ends up singing kind of like impromptu karaoke, so it's a lot of fun to watch. I like to head off to dinner, and then I dance off all the calories that I'm not getting on vacation in the Rolling Stone Rock Room, which is available on our Pinnacle class ships. And it's usually where my friends and I end up hanging out for the rest of the night as they play our favorite rock and roll hits, and we can kind of dance the night away. I think one of the things that we probably collectively miss the most about travel is the fact that there is somebody to take care of those pesky little things like making your bed, cleaning up after yourself. And then they have these thoughtful touches of bringing you fresh flowers every day and bringing you your favorite beverages or delivering meals to your room. The service and the crew being able to address all of those needs creates a level of pampering that I am most definitely missing, as I have to wash my own dishes every day and cook my own food. I can't wait to travel again and have somebody spoil me like the crew on board Holland America Line. But we also know that reality is different for us today. And even this event, which is being brought to you virtually, which is really the best that we can do at this point, is not the same as being in person together. We know that Zoom birthdays are not the same as being there with your friends and family as they celebrate special occasions. We also know that having a wind down Wednesday or a holiday party, a quiz night, or however else you're connecting with those that you care about over a virtual meeting is not the same as getting a hug and being there in person. I know from the virtual meetings I have that I couldn't tell you what we talked about, but I do know that we often share travel stories. Something that sounds a little bit like, do you remember that trip we went on and when we did this in that place? And those are the things that we end up talking the most about. Have you tried a virtual vacation yet? Those are fun. We've had a couple that we brought to you from Holland America Line, and it can be a fun escape, but it also is a bit hollow. Putting on your favorite beret and being in Paris is definitely not the same as being in Paris. And it actually makes me miss travel even more to have these virtual pictures and opportunities to travel to these places. It makes me want to escape, and I'm sure it makes you feel the same way. And we know that escape is another reason that people are really looking to travel for this year and next year. Talking about escape and reconnecting though, Alaska is honestly the best destination for you to reconnect with your loved ones this year or next year. And for you modern explorers, we know you want to live life to the fullest and you want to do it in comfort. And Holland America Line brings you lots of opportunities to do that in Alaska. There's also great ways to learn something new, whether it's photography or learning about the different cultures of the first peoples of these different areas. And of course, there are tons of ways that you can reconnect with your crew at the end of the day, share stories about what you experienced, what you saw, whether it's around a fire pit, with drinks, with your favorite brew or a hot chocolate. It's really a destination that brings people together. And the reason it's such a perfect place for reconnecting is because Alaska offers something for every single person, regardless of age and interest. And don't forget, with Holland America Line, our areas of distinction are something that you'll experience and can expect on all of our destinations, whether it's Alaska or Antarctica. We really are Alaska. We've been traveling to the Great Land for longer than anybody else, and we have so many ways for you and your tribe to explore this destination. With 6 ships going to Alaska this summer, you have so many choices in how you want to explore this area. And we bring you 3 different styles of travel to enjoy Alaska, whether it's cruise only, our premier Denali land and sea journey, or our exclusive access to the Yukon. You can choose how long and how much you want to experience within Alaska and Western Canada. We have actually been going to Alaska longer than it's been a state. And what that has allowed us to do is bring you experiences and allow you to immerse yourself even more into this destination. We have more access to Glacier Bay. So more of our itineraries that you're going to choose from have access not only to Glacier Bay, but also the other amazing glacier viewing opportunities. And then we enrich the experience with our long relationship with the park by bringing the rangers on board to give you even more information about this really unique national park. These are some of our most popular Alaska itineraries, and you can see there's even some that go round trip from Seattle, so you don't need an international flight, and it's a very convenient home port departure. The land and sea journey is the most comprehensive travel experience that Holland America Line offers. Our private McKinley Chalet Resort is going to get you closer to Denali National Park. So that's less time that you have to travel and more time that you get to see awesome stuff. You'll get to enjoy the Denali Square entertainment venue with, again, plenty of places to gather around and reconnect with your people at the end of the day. And on all of our land and sea journeys of 2 nights or longer, we include the Tundra Wilderness Tour. So the value of what you're getting for your vacation dollar goes even further, and you're getting into the heart of Denali where the wildlife is. Every single land and sea journey with Holland America Line includes your cruise experience, glacier viewing opportunities, premier land accommodations, journey into the Denali National Park, and of course, the amazing train journey on the McKinley Explorer, which kids and adults alike love. If you're looking for a destination that's really outside of the box, the Yukon is probably your ticket. This is the Patagonia of North America. It is an area that's somewhat difficult to access, and the fact that Holland America Line is the exclusive access to the Yukon means that we really have it buttoned up so that you're having a very smooth experience with all the people you're traveling with. It is a combination of the gold rush history with pristine nature and a very unique destination. Just like with our Denali Land and Sea packages, you get tremendous value included along with your internal flights and a journey host who will travel with you the entire duration of your land Yukon portion, again, making everything seamless and easy. So you don't have to worry about the logistics of your trip. You can focus more time on those precious moments and memories that you're creating with the people that you care most about. Alaska really is the ultimate destination for reconnecting. But if you're looking for something with more of a cultural focus, you're likely part of the group of people this year that are considering a European vacation. And nobody knows Europe better than Holland America Line. We were born there over 147 years ago. And one of the things that I miss most is being able to sail into these fantastic, beautiful medieval cities like Dubrovnik and having a full day of exploration awaiting me and my friends. One of my favorite things to do in Dubrovnik is actually visit the oldest apothecary in Croatia, where they still sell these lotions and creams that they make from herbs and natural ingredients the same way they've been made since the 1400s. It's a great souvenir for a friend or a great gift for yourself as well. And we know that Europe is a destination that needs to be discovered during the day and at night. And so we offer more overnight and late night departures from these fantastic cities so you can enjoy that European culture. Europe has an array of experiences, and whether you want to live history or you want to dive into the delicacies that these areas offer, there is so many ways for you to reconnect and to have unique experiences with your tribe. And whether that's through Mediterranean, the Northern Europe, or the transatlantic, there are a lot of different itinerary options. And we're very excited to add to our own family. The brand new Rotterdam will be debuting this fall in Europe. She will be sailing from Trieste to Rome on her maiden voyage, and then she'll be moving into Northern Europe. She'll be accompanying the new Statendam, which is our other Pinnacle class ship that will be bringing you some of our European itineraries this year. She has all of those great venues like the Rolling Stone Rock Room and many others. And she's going to be a great way for you to immerse yourself in the culture of Europe. Europe is really popping for 2021. And for many of you, escaping is just as important as reconnecting. And Europe offers such an escape. It's a short hop across the pond, and when you land, you literally feel the love of the destination. Whether it's the warm glow of the lights of Venice reflecting off those canals, or if it's a warm sea breeze as you're enjoying some al fresco dining in Greece on the sun-soaked shores, the Mediterranean is such a popular place and so many cool things that you can do from this area. With our itineraries that are 7 to 14 nights, there are many, many ways to explore the Mediterranean from Barcelona, Venice, Athens, and that great overnight in Istanbul, as I mentioned. I love the Eastern Mediterranean almost as much as I love the Western Mediterranean. So sometimes it can be a hard choice, but there are so many different itineraries that are going to get you into some very unique ports of call with Holland. When we talk about Northern Europe itineraries, this also encompasses areas like the British Isles and Scandinavia. And with luck, this is where my family will be this year. We absolutely love traveling together, and we are desperately wanting to spend more time than we got to last year together as a family. We've always wanted to do the Norwegian Fjords. And so every day we talk with each other and say, oh, when we can travel again, we're going to do this huge vacation to the Norwegian Fjords. And you've probably had similar conversations with your friends and family as well. In Northern Europe, these are our most popular itineraries that encompass the Norwegian Fjords, the British Isles, and the Baltics. And there, again, is so many different areas for you to explore in Northern Europe. If you're looking to spend some quality time with your significant other, collector's voyages are a great way to do that. You can actually marry two of our independent European itineraries together, and you'll never repeat the same port of call, creating a 20+ day vacation that is full of plenty of quality time together. And speaking of quality time, Half Moon Cay is our private island in the Bahamas, and it is your award-winning escape that your family and friends need this year. The kids can play in the sand while you enjoy some of our private cabanas full of included amenities. Or it's a great place for you to get together with the girls and have that girls' getaway vacation. Again, enjoying your private cabana space with drinks and everything you need to just relax and reconnect with each other. So that you can move from those family Zoom meetings to in-person family get-togethers in the Caribbean. The sun, the sand, the surf make the Caribbean such an easy place for us to get to and an easy way to travel this year. Holland America Line brings you some fantastic itineraries from Fort Lauderdale, which is a convenient home port for many of us. And you can see our most popular itineraries for this fall and this spring, leaving from convenient Fort Lauderdale and visiting the Eastern, the Western, and Southern Caribbean. And of course, including some of those overnight stays and those late night ports, giving you more experience within the Caribbean. Whether it's the destination that brings you together, the experiences that we offer at Holland America Line, the unique culinary focus, or being able to dance the night away in our musical venues, I think you will find the perfect vacation with us at Holland America Line. And we have some really amazing values that have been put together to help you and really just beg for you to get together with those people that you love most, or to get away from all of these virtual events and Zoom meetings and get out there and start living the dreams and the life that you have been dreaming of over the last year. First and foremost, we know that safety and health are your primary concern. And when you're talking about taking the people that you care most about on a vacation to anywhere, you want to ensure that the safety and health of those people is being thought of. And it is definitely in the foremost of our mind as well at Holland America Line. Our Book with Confidence program allows you to take advantage of some of the really amazing, incredible values I'm going to share with you and still retain the flexibility to change your plans. Nobody else understands more than us that the situation related to COVID and travel is changing almost daily. And being flexible and being able to change your plans easily is incredibly important. And so we want you to have that reassurance and that confidence that you're not going to miss out on these really fantastic values and that you can still take advantage of them and change plans if necessary. But if you're like me and you're sick of looking at these four walls and you need to get out now, you want to take advantage of our ultimate upgrade event, and that is the View and Veranda sale. You'll be able to secure Veranda staterooms at the same rate as an Ocean View stateroom. You'll enjoy signature beverage packages, free specialty dining one evening in one of our restaurants. You'll receive 10% off shore excursions, reduced deposits, and because this is the year to reconnect with everybody that you love, reduced and free fares for kids. And as an additional thank you for attending yet another virtual event, hopefully more interesting than some of the others that you've possibly done this year, I want to offer on behalf of all aboard travel an additional savings or benefit for you, up to $150 per stateroom in onboard credit just for attending the event today. And that's some great money that you could use towards a fantastic family shore excursion, or maybe a great spa treatment with the girls, or that special dinner with your significant other. If you want to plan something big and better for 2022, because we know you've missed on key celebrations, you've missed weddings, you've missed graduations, that 30th anniversary, the key birthdays of your grandkids and your friends. And so maybe you want to roll everything into one awesome vacation for 2022. You can save now and cruise later, where we're offering signature beverage, signature dining packages, prepaid gratuities, suites will receive free Wi-Fi, and reduced deposits. So whether you want to travel now or you want to travel later, there's some really fantastic deals, the best deals that we've really ever had at Holland America Line on these vacations. One thing I will say though, is that there's not going to be a fire sale of pricing. And so if you're thinking about traveling this year or next year, it's really imperative that you contact All Aboard Travel now and start planning this vacation. There are many, many people just like you that miss their loved ones. They want to reconnect on a vacation, people who want to escape, people who have been pent up in their homes for nearly a year now and are ready to get back out there and start living life to its fullest. And as soon as our ships are in the water, they're going to be as full as we can possibly allow them to be, and still keep safety and health in the foremost of our minds. And so it is really important that if you want special categories on board, whether it's our fantastic Neptune suites or family rooms, if you need special accommodations, or if there's that really perfect wine cruise up the Pacific coast that you want to take, that you're jumping on it as soon as possible, because they are filling up very quickly. And finally, I want to just wrap up with a reminder and a call, as Sherry mentioned, to work with your amazingly dynamic team at All Aboard Travel. The advisors at All Aboard Travel have such knowledge and experience that you can take advantage of, and they're going to ensure you're getting the best value on your vacation for you and all of your people that you want to bring with you. They're going to ensure that you're picking the right destination and that you're getting access to that space that you really want to have for your next vacation. They just are such a wealth of information. They're so caring, and they are going to be able to advise you, again, as Sherry mentioned, with the huge power of travel leaders behind them. So definitely give them a call, email them, reach out to your favorite advisor at All Aboard, and they will be more than happy to share with you some of the fantastic ways that you can enjoy a vacation with Holland America Line in 2021 and 2022. I want to make sure that we have time for questions because I'm sure you all have some. And so thank you so much for taking the time to join us today and to learn more about some of the travel opportunities for this year and next year to reconnect.
Sounds wonderful. Ashley, thank you so much. You did a great job of reminding us of the importance of spending time with our friends and family. And it really is so important. But another thing that you reminded everyone about is that it really is important not only to take advantage of, we love bringing these perks and promotions and allowing you to stack them so that you get the greatest benefit, but it's important that everyone really start planning now. This is just a tip from us to you. Please hear our hearts. We know that the majority of people who have cruised before are and have said, as the polls have been conducted, they are planning to book a cruise in 2021 or in 2022. And with all of the other people who are being moved and rebooked into sailing dates going forward, on top of the fact that there will be some reduced capacity, it's really important that you go ahead and snag a spot for yourself right now. Folks, don't worry. The cruise ships are going to sail again. And I know that there's a lot of things in the news and we're surrounded by current events right now. Again, don't worry. Any requirements that we have to have, I promise you, Holland America will be on top of everything. They will hold your hand along the way. They'll make sure that you're able to get to a ship and back from a sailing healthy and safely. So thanks again so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. Don't hesitate to give us a call at All Aboard Travel, 1-800-741-1770. And we really appreciate you joining us this year virtually. Ashley, thank you. I didn't see any questions that come in, so I imagine you just did such a great job that everyone has the info that they need. So on behalf of Holland America and All Aboard Travel, we wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.